Yo, what's going on everyone? In this video, I want to very quickly walk you through how I was able to take down the Wolf Maiden boss fight. Now, keep in mind that I was actually a little bit under level for this fight. Now, the boss will increase in level with the level that you get on your character. However, because we are time gated out of getting any further than level 50 right now, there's a lot of perks and skill tree unlocks and things like that that you may not have had access to. So if you're trying to beat this boss right now, it's going to be a lot more difficult than it will be later once you have more upgrades on weapons and your skill tree overall. Now, in order to get started on the boss fight, these two wolves are going to come out. You're going to need to dodge their attacks, and then the boss will come out. Now, anytime that the boss's attacks flash yellow, you need to dodge using the circle or the sidestep ability. Any other time that it flashes red, you can use the typical R1 to block. Now, this boss fight is a lot simpler if you just simply parry all of the boss's attacks. Don't try and deal damage until the boss simply staggers themselves. So the boss will come at you rapidly and very rampantly, and all you have to do is block their attacks. Now, occasionally you'll see that yellow flash, and that's what I was talking about, is that normally you can just block using the typical block as you can see there, but that yellow dash means that you actually have to sidestep it completely. So you have to be on the lookout for this. They're always going to do it at the exact same time during the fight, but so it may take a few tries of going through the boss fight to actually learn the boss's mechanics and attack patterns. Now, as you can see there, once you've parried enough, the boss will take themselves down, and it will finally give you a pretty big window to go and deal your own damage. So you want to rush in at that point and deal as much damage as you can during these little bits of time where the boss will basically stagger themselves out or get too tired. Now, as you can see here, after doing that, I went right back to dodging until, again, the boss staggered themselves out. So occasionally you'll hit a perfect parry or the boss will run out of energy and they will stagger themselves out, allowing you guys to get a few hits in. But after that, you really want to get away from the boss as they have these attacks where they can charge up and deal area of effect damage. Now, halfway through the fight and a few times throughout, the boss will jump up in the air like this, and you just need to be prepared because they're going to have that yellow flash attack come back out again once they reach the end of jumping around. So again, after fighting the boss 2 or 3 times, you'll probably catch on to this and it'll be a lot easier to dodge than the first time. Now, after they come out of this though, they're going to do these other rapid attacks where it's best to, again, just be on the defense and block as many as you can. Now, I noticed after doing this attack, the boss will sort of come into this state where they're waiting for you to attack. Now, I found that it's best now because the boss won't come after you until you deal damage to go and use that time to go and get health and heal yourself up. Now, the boss may try and jump and lurch at you eventually, and as you can see there, they tried to throw me underground. I'm not really too sure what happened and why my camera went under the water. But as you can see, now we're basically in the second phase. After the boss jumps down from the tree, the attack pattern will change. And so again, you want to be on the defensive. They'll try and come at you with these slam down attacks and these flash down attacks. And that's why you just want to parry as much as you can during this fight. Eventually, the boss will stagger themselves out again, the same way they did in the first phase. It's just that now their attacks are a bit different. And you can even see here now that they'll become enraged and come back up top occasionally. So again, you need to be on the lookout for that yellow flash so you can dodge the attack. Now, you can get a few attacks in when they land, but then again, you want to just go back to parrying everything that you can until that blue bar at the top of the screen is completely gone. Now, occasionally you'll hit these perfect parries where you can deal some damage, but then once the boss is ready to attack again, I just simply go back to parrying and blocking as many attacks as I possibly can. Now, I like to try and actually back myself away from the boss this whole time because if the boss decides to lunge at you or deal one of the area of effect attacks, you're already on the on the escape route out. It's a lot easier to get away from the attacks, and sometimes they won't hit you. So as you can see, because you're further away, the boss throws something at you. It takes longer for that object to get to you, and it'll give you longer to dodge. Also, staying further back from the boss will put the boss sometimes in this state where they won't attack you at all. As you can see here, the boss will not come at me unless I deal damage to it. But once I get in range, that yellow attack will come up, and so you have to be really ready to dodge those attacks. So those are all of the mechanics for the fight. I'm going to let the rest of the boss fight play out. It may take a little while using this method because it's really waiting for the boss to come and finally attack you and stagger themselves so you can deal these massive amounts of damage all at once. So hopefully this helps, and I will catch you in the next one.